Good evening, my name is Mahmoud, this is Danny and Kandikar, and we're Floormind. Me and Alicia, a high school student in New York City, who recently got rejected from her top college choice. Because of that, Alicia has been feeling really down. She stopped hanging out with her friends, she stopped going to her classes as much, and she dropped out of the basketball team she was in. Alicia is exhibiting signs of depression and mental illness. 50% of these mental illnesses start at age 14. That's right, when kids like Alicia are starting to go to high school. We're facing a national and a global epidemic. 1 in 5 teenagers are suffering from mental illness. And when they do, they're twice as likely to drop out and 4 times less likely to go to college. Now me and Mr. Smith, the principal at Alicia's school, who cares about the mental health and well-being of all the students. However, he doesn't know exactly how to help. He knows that at his school there's one guidance counselor for every 500 students. Mental health services are insufficient, and mental health education is non-existent. And that's why Floormind is here. Our mission is to educate the world in mental health, starting with our youth here in New York City. We do it through 2 different methods. The first are in-person, small, engaging workshops, and the second is a digital platform. Floormind's approach includes mental health education and social emotional learning. We're teaching students to understand what they're going through, when to seek for help when necessary, and we're building their skills so that they can flourish in their lives.
Floormind focuses on prevention and early intervention. We do not diagnose nor provide any treatment. For students like Alicia, they learn to understand self-care strategies for coping with life stressors. For educators like Mr. Smith, now support strategies to help students with mental health issues. Floormind is unique amongst competitors because we are the only ones that focus on incorporating mental health education with well-being directly into high schools. We also use engagement to create a unique learning experience. In spring of 2018, we already launched our first workshop, and we're also finalists in Echoing Green's Social Innovation Challenge. In spring of 2019, we'll obtain our Dewey vendor license and impact over 1,000 students.
We already partnered up with 2 schools and we're in talk with 3 others, which is where our market comes in. Our initial target is 250,000 New York City high school students. That's a market of $1.1 billion. Through our industry research, we landed a price of per workshop $500, and for our digital platform, $30 per user per year. Early 2019, we'll break even. By 2021, we'll have a profit over $200,000.
With the money from the Social Impact Prize, we'll be able to impact and serve over 320 students by the end of this year. We're a team of experienced entrepreneurs who have a direct connection to this problem through personal experiences with our close friends and family. We're supported by our board of champions who are helping us every part of the way. We hope that today you'll join us as well in educating the world in mental health so that we can support and serve students like Alicia in flourishing in their lives.
Great presentation. Just a question about, so every school you go into, you're going to basically have the same costs, right? Is there a way that you thought about to get economies of scale as you scale this up for your plan?
Thank you, that's a great question. We are building a digital platform so we can scale to that economies of scale. Through workshops, we're testing the content that we're going to be using on a digital platform to make sure it's culturally and age appropriate for the students.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, guys. So you mentioned the $500 workshop, $30 per user for your digital platform. I understand the social impact piece and who this product's going to benefit. Could you talk about who that paying customer is going to be, both on the digital side and on the workshop side?
So for our both of them, it's school paying for them. So we are going in and we're like, they have the budget. Like we showed, they have a $1.1 billion fiscal year budget for 2018 and 2019 for a program like Floormind.
Really wonderful program and great presentation. One of the questions I have is this is around social innovation. When you think about how you're going to measure the impact of this program, what are some of the metrics that you've identified and how do you expect to capture that?
Thank you for the question. We have actually have an evaluation strategy in which it's in 3 phases. The first phase is having based on assessment of mental health knowledge, so we understand what students know about mental health, and then expanding to phase 2, which is tracking their academic performance through partnerships with the school. We are also going to compare the school, the change of academic performance based on the mental health program that they're providing to other schools outside of our program or other students outside our program. Thank you.
You mentioned the school administrators and the students. Have you talked to the parents at all of these students? And if so, what kind of feedback did you get?
Thank you, Peter. We have, so what we done with our first workshop, we came in, did the workshop for students, we talked to the guidance counselor, and they said, it's a great opportunity for you to do this workshop for parents as well. We have not spoken with parents yet, however, there's a very strong interest from schools that we've worked with to bring us in for parent-teacher conference, so we can engage them in this conversation as well.